one's going to be an absolute nightmare. And that one. Done it in the wrong place. Idiot. Where is it anymore? I'll come to it. Bloody shot. So welcome back YouTube. Today we've got to design a radiator to fit. On the surface it looks like any other standard radiator job. Hang the radiator, pipe it up. However, it's a back-to-back radiator, so the pipe work, not too sure I'm going to do it yet. But my idea is just get it drained down, rip out the old rad, take out the pipe work and start again. Let's show you the job. So this is the radiators coming out in the living room, and they want to design a rad just here. Lots of room, absolutely fine. If we come around here, this is where we get the pipe work from the hallway behind this boxing, which of course has been painted in. So what I'm thinking, I've got it on drain down, I've opened up all the vents, rip out the pipe work here, rip out the pipe work the other side, and start again. Just start again. So first thing I'm going to do, wait for it to drain down, get that rad off. Something I bought with me as well today, microphone, because I know a lot of people say the audio is a bit rubbish. The only thing is I've got that dangling off my phone, so I'll try it on this one. Hopefully the audio is better. I don't know how long it'll last though, because normally I'll just whip the phone out, start recording and away we go, but I've got the mic for you today, so don't get complaining that the audio is rubbish. Anyway, let's crack on. The first thing I want to do is get the rad off, so I've got the bleed point open. I'm just going to crack this nut. Still got quite a bit of water in that. It's me rushing. I've only just opened the bleed vent. I don't know what I expected, but my idea is get that out, put one of these in. If you haven't seen these are plumb thumbs. So that'll do your 1/2 inch, that'll do your 3/4. Yes, I have cross-threaded them a few times, but they still work, they're really good. So this side I've got 3/4, the other side I've got 1/2 inch. So how much water we got left? Quite a bit. Let's just give that a minute, just to finish draining a bit more. I think I'm at a point now where I can try and get these plumb thumbs on. And get that valve off actually, and make my life a lot easier. You need a spanner where you got 2 pairs of grips. Right, get you like that. Caggy handed. There we go. Let's keep the bucket underneath there. Plumb thumb over there. Actually I don't cross-thread it. And just tighten it up. That's locked off that radiator. So I'll put it go into that bucket. I've got another bucket, just don't worry. If this one starts overflowing, I can swap it out. There you go, that's the other side, all done. Another plumb thumb on. Now I did show a tip a few weeks ago, putting the caps on, but obviously the needs on the rad don't come with caps. So this is where I'll use the plumb thumbs. Should be able to just whip that out now and get it off. Alright, just shut off the bleed. I should be able to just lift this up, tip it up, and away we go. I've got to remember to turn this mic off when I go to the toilet and not record, because you have a lot. You hear everything, man. Right, so brackets them all off. Got the other side off. Just left some buckets underneath there. So I think what I'm going to do now is cut the pipe work in the hallway, get these pipes runs out, hang the rad, and then start thinking about how I'm going to run it. So yeah, I'm going to cut these pipes somewhere here and just start again. Just start again. It's the easiest way. I'm going to try and connect onto that. It's going to be a right pain. So just cut them out, start again. There you go, all off in here. Actually, I can pull that out the bucket. So that's all off in there. If we go into the hallway, when I was cut that pipe, it's just like glug 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 out the rad. I don't know why, because the drain off was on and fully open down there, but I've had to take this boxing off just to get the pipe out, give it a cut. So that one's cut there. That one's cut there. Nice hole in the wall there for patching up later. I'm just going to re-pipe that anyway. That'll be fine. I'm just going to re-pipe that bit, I think. Yeah, put a drain off in. I think next thing I'll do is I'm going to go back in here. Here's the rad. unpack that. I've been having this tied up as we go. I think if we get the rad hung, I have to move that picture. Get the rad hung and just see where I'm going with the pipes. There you go. There it is in all its glory. About the position that I want. I can't go right over because don't forget I've got a valve to go in there. So the pipe's already going through. Oh, probably roughly there, maybe here. So the way I do design the rads, hang the top bracket first. Hang the top bracket first. Hang it on the top bracket, then do your bottom. Take it off to the bottom. Done. You can measure between the two if you want. But I've always found when I do it this way, I'll get it spot on. Because they can be fiddly. The fixings that come with these are quite chunky as well. So they have got adjusters in them, but with the bigger screws, which you do need on these big rads because they are quite heavy. There ain't much adjustment in them. So hang the top to the bottom. It's a lot easier. Now the top height, thinking about getting it roughly in line there. So if I hang my top one there, I'll just measure the distance from there and there, and that's how much I'll have at the bottom. I think that should work out alright if I can get a bit there. I'm just going to mark where my brackets are going to go. Jeez. There. I'll normally come the second one in here on each one. You don't see the brackets in. You can come the first one, but if you look from the side, you can see it more prominently if you just went one over. So mark them. Let's get you out of the way. Heavy. Stay there. I've got two marks on the wall now. Probably can't see from there, but best I can do. Let's get the brackets. The brackets are more universal on this one. Them all the same. Be careful of some designer rads. You get them and them different brackets. One for the left hand side, one for the right hand side. So make sure you get the right one. So what I'm going to do now, across, just line it up with the bottom of the bracket. About there. Okay, central. Oh, slipped. One hole, two holes. Same on that side, just line it up with the same mark that you did with the other one. There we go, got our positions now. Drill them, get them, and then hang the rad. So I've gone through with 7mm to start with, just to increase it to 10 because sometimes the walls can be a bit rubbish. That one there went off at an angle, so I'll just go straight through with 10. Start with a small one and then go up. And just take your time as well. Because like I said, if the wall's rubbish, it'll just go left and right and you'll end up not having your screws, plugs where you want them. That one's going to be an absolute nightmare. And that one. Okay, come on. Two top ones. The bottom ones are alright, the top ones are rubbish. So here we go. What I want to hear is when I put the screws in, the plugs, I want to hear it rattle. I want to hear the rattle on my gun. That way then I know I've got a good bite. Not too hopeful, but let's see what happens. Do the bottom one first. Sweating, it's getting hot. Or am I just working too hard? Is that why I'm sweating? Might be time for a coffee break in a minute. Don't want that screw anyway. That's a good bite. That's a good bite. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. Okay. There's two in. I hope you can still hear me on my mic. If not, this is pointless filming it. Alright, let's try this side, see what happens. Okay. Okay, let's put you there. see if it's level. Yeah, you don't need to see that, of course, level. You know, it's a mile off. It's because the brackets and what that, because the top one's out. Okay, quick sorting. Like I said before, I show everything on this channel, even when I mess up. I don't think I've messed up that. I just could not get a fixing on them top two here. So I'm guessing it's brick wall, that's the mortar line. I knew I could get a fixing there, so I thought I'm going to have to move it down. Bit of filler, you will see that, trust me. So yeah, it has to come lower than expected. I think that bracket though, yeah, I know them powder coated, but not happy about that one. You won't see the, yeah, the other side's fine, but yeah, I have had to move it down. Could not get a fixing. It was driving me insane. Solid now, absolutely solid. Like the way I did it was, when I turned the camera off, I just went like that, and it just pulled out the wall. Well, that one did. Straight out. I was like, no, that ain't gonna hold. Even with the bottom one, I'm like, yeah, I want solid fixing, so I had to move it. So yeah, hang the rod, and we'll mark up the bottom one. Okay, right. The height I've got, that's level. That's good. So what we're going to do now is go on the bottom and hang it. Make sure it's flat against the wall. And just mark the bottom of the bracket and your first hole, and you can take that off and just drill your holes. Done it in the wrong place, idiot. Second one in, come on, concentrate. There we go, that's better. I've got the right one there. Second one in on this one. There we go. So you take that off now, properly mark the brackets, drill it, plug it, screw it, and re-hang the rod. There's no point in me showing you drilling, then plugging some screws, but we'll show you putting the rod on, and hopefully it should spot on, go on. Sorry, not the best angle in the world, but it'll have to do. I'm just going to hang the rod on the bottom. Line up with the top. Oh, I've gone miles off. No, I'm struggling here, come on. There we go. Perfect, there we go. We are in. Yeah, just make sure it's all lined up at the bottom. Happy days. So we use rapid glue on that side. Got the tail in, that's done. What we're going to do now, a bit of pipe and just line up where we're going through. What I'll do is use elongated straight through. I think this side will keep it nice and straight into there, and see if we can connect up the other side. So first hole through, let's see where I've come out the other side. I have done a pilot to start with. I didn't just go through in a big bit. Where's it every wall I come to? It's bloody shot. Okay, we can sort that out, don't worry. But yeah, we can see we come in, we're going to connect onto that pot there, so just take that pipe out and redo it, I think, and put a T through. Happy days. The other one, I'm guessing it's going to come out behind here somewhere. Let's find out. As you can see, the walls are up against me here. The fittings, these just falling out. Plaster's just shot, but we'll get round it. I'll just have to take the trunking off, and so I can get behind. So what I'm going to do now is swell some T pieces, T through the wall there, T through the wall down here. Sort something out with that. It's just, yeah, nothing left for the wall. So yeah, sweat some T pieces up and get them through. That's going to be the easiest way to do it, I think. So this is how we're getting on in now. I've had to elbow it through there. It wasn't a T, it was one elbow and one T. Now with this one, I want it to come straight down through and across. So imagine that T the other way around. So the street's at the bottom, but it would have brought the pipe like up here. It would have looked rubbish. So I thought cross over the pipe and put it on the bottom, and it'll keep all in line across the bottom then. That one sprang into the radiator through the wall there. I'm going to have to patch that up. It's just falling apart. So yeah, but the whole idea is make it look nice in there, and just connect it where we can here. So yeah, as I said, I wanted to come straight down and through there, but I couldn't get it. It was bringing the T up here, then the other one up here. Imagine the two pipes running. It would look stupid, so just doing it like that. So I'm just going to put that cross over, and then back up. Put a drain off on this one, straight across and into there. Get rid of them clips, tidy them up, put some talon clips in. Nearly there. It's just going to be a bit awkward, that crossover there. I've had to crack on with this one, unfortunately, because I'm right in the middle of the hallway, just blocking everything. So crossover down here. That'll go to there. I'll sort the trunk out, so it'll have to end there. That's the only way I can get in, because you've got the pipes going through the wall at the same height. So it is awkward, but trust me, it'll look fine. Just teed it in there, up to that valve. Remember to tighten that up. Drain off underneath there. Just going to patch that up. Elbow through to there. Cross, kick straight in. Yeah, that's the pipe work in the hallway. I'm just going to have a massive tidy up, because I have been rushing to do this. So yeah, tidy up, then we're going to connect in there. For the drain off, you might see this big difference. It's on some Tesla. Apparently they've updated them now. I fitted one of these in my house a year ago. It's been fine, because I know the first gen leaked on here, on these, but I'm giving them a go again. I have a bit of faith in the product. And so I put one in my house, it hasn't leaked in a year, so yeah. I should be able to use an allocator to get that open. See if I get a call back to that. So what I've got to do now is mark, cut the pipe, elongate it straight, and go straight through there. Then we'll fill the hole, patch it up, that should be job done. Get the valve out of the way, I can cut the pipe. Beautiful. I need to get a new flux bush, to be honest with you. Be easier than doing it like this, but hey ho. Right, let's get that soldered up without burning the wall. Easy, easy. Not too much. Let's come from the side here. There we go. There we go. Radiator all done. That's what it looks like now. It's all done. Remember, the radiator was there. Moved it across to here. There we go, it's all warming up. To finish it off, we put the talon crown covers at the back in the hallway. We've neatened all that up, put the trunking back on, just cut that section out to get that crossover in. And yeah, just polished all the pipes up. Still got to patch it up, but yeah, I ain't done too bad. If I kept it where it was, it probably would have had enough height then not to have to do that crossover, because I probably would have been able to do what I said, was tee down then straight. But obviously the wall wasn't doing me any favours. I think if I moved it up, it would have looked too high. I was in a bad situation there, but I've got it fitted. It looks sound. I'm happy with how it's come out. Ask the customer, make sure they're happy. But yeah, the pipe is well above the skirting. See, there's plenty of gap there. Plenty of gap there. So yeah, there you go. So I've had all done. Needed up all the pipe work. Have you done the pipe work any other way though? Let me know.